What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of The Warm Up. We got the one and only living legend, okay? Rowe on the drum. Make some noise for my boy at the crib, okay? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, y'all, so welcome to The Warm Up. For each episode of The Warm Up, I start the guest off with a little game I call the pregame. So this is gonna help warm you up to the questions. So we're gonna do a little trivia. Do you think you can stand the heat?
No.
In China, research shows this animal skin was stop! This animal skin was used to create one of the first set of drums, 5000 BC. Okay, so your options are A, snake, B, alligator, C, crocodile, or D, elephant.
And it was for a drum head.
Yep. This skin was used to create one of the first sets of drums.
I ain't gonna lie, off top, I'm gonna assume it's tough because it depends on how big the snake is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I could go for a snake being a drum head, but really it might be an elephant.
Okay.
Might be an elephant.
Okay. Good answer. It's incorrect, but it's a good answer. The answer is actually alligator. Yes.
Hi. For shoes, man.
I'm crying.
I was gonna think that, but I'm like, nah, they ain't playing no drums.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So alligator. Yeah, and find out, you know what? I'm like, dang, some alligator shoes too. So they must have been popular. The skin must be really good.
Nah,
I need to look into that. Okay, so the first black drummer, second question, first black drummer to win a Grammy for playing the drums is from what country? I know, the questions are meant to be hard, you guys. I'm not gonna let y'all just come up here and just answer all the questions so easily. So.
I love what I do, but there's certain things I just don't know. Or think about.
I love it. Okay. And nobody's mad at that. I love it. Just so y'all know, I didn't know the answers to either of these questions as well. And the answer is Africa.
Why you answer? I ain't even get a chance.
Oh, shit.
Well, just for a little fun fact about me.
For sure.
I want to go to Africa or to the islands or anywhere like that.
Yeah.
I just want to go play with the natives. With the locals.
Yes.
Like, that'll be my experience. Outside of everybody do the same stuff when they're out of town, excursion, this, I want to go see the culture. I want to go to the locals. I want to see what they're doing on the street, play some music with them.
I love that. That would be such a great adventure. I can't wait to see you do that.
No, sure.
Amazing. Okay, so we're gonna learn a little bit more about you before we get into the segments now, okay? So tell us a little bit about when did you start playing instruments? When did you know that you even enjoy playing instruments?
All right, this part is very typical. I grew up in church.
I knew it. I was gonna guess.
It's a gift from God. It's not mine. Like to be truly honest, and shout out to my mama for having me in church and allowing it to be cultivated for real. But since I was about 2, my mama seen it out, was picking up sticks and stuff like that. And then I say, I'm a 90s baby, so about early 2000s, drumline came out.
Yes. Shout out to Drumline.
Yeah, but I'm from DeKalb County. Southwest was in that movie. Morris Brown was in that movie. My cousins were in that movie dancing at the time.
What?
Yeah, so we went. It was a whole thing. We went to the movies.
Crazy.
We went to the movies to see it.
Wait, so was it filmed here in Atlanta?
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. I think I knew that, but I wasn't completely sure because sets be tricking you. These movies really be tricking you. You will think they're somewhere, and it'll literally be a background, a photograph.
No, for sure. So. What was I saying? It was filmed here. Some of the bands that you saw in there were high schools.
Yeah.
So I think back then they were telling me my uncle and them, they was it was a mixture between Southwest, Cedar Grove. Maybe they mixed in a couple other people from other places and merged them, but that was it. Morris Brown, but Southwest was the main high school.
Yeah.
So shout out them for representing DeKalb County, but that's what did it though.
That's what's up. That is so
I knew I wanted to be in a band, and I also knew I wanted to go on tour.
Yeah.
And just play live.
That's so lit. So how old were you when you joined the band?
elementary school. I had to be like 9.
Damn. Okay, so you're really old.
Yeah, it's like 4th grade.
You heard that?
Well, no. I tell you that they wouldn't let me join 4th grade, so 5th grade.
Okay.
Not 9, 10.
Okay, y'all heard that. He true to this, not new to this. Check him out. Okay, and also, what's your Insta for the people?
Instagram is one Rizzo, so number 1 RIZOWE.
Follow my boy right here.
He did.
Okay, amazing. So who would you say are some people that were like influences in your life when learning how to play instruments and the drums and guitar and everything?
Okay. So the drums has been all my life. A lot of instruments came later, but when it comes to the drums, it's a dude named Matthew Amos. That's who was playing at my church when I was coming up. Like, he was a young guy, so I got to kind of see him my whole 10 years as a child.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I'm watching people on YouTube, famous gospel drummers, gospel drummers, you know what it is, but Thomas Pridgeon, Tony Royster Jr., who really influenced my style though, Stanley Randolph.
Okay.
It's a dude named Stanley Randolph.
Shout out to Stanley.
He played with Stevie Wonder.
Stevie.
Y'all don't know drummers, y'all don't know musicians, but y'all know who they work for.
Okay, but without to, that's what we got you. That's what we got you here today. I love it.
Stanley Randolph, he played for Stevie Wonder. Spanky is like a living legend in the gospel community. Ty Tribbett.
Yes,
so the Ty Tribbett and GA album. I got the Victor. You got Spanky.
I still got the DVD.
Right.
I still watch it sometimes.
Right. Yeah. So even before then, when Ty was coming up, that was the drummer Spanky. So shout out to Spank.
Yeah, shout out to Spain. That's what's up. Okay.
So if I just had to leave it there, I feel like that's a good 3 because they are like really, really influenced my playing.
Yeah.
Matt, because I just got to see him in real time. Stanley, because that's when I was maturing in music and like really learning certain concepts, if you will. And what was the last name I gave you?
You said Spanky.
Oh, Spanky. Spank is a legend, man. Spank he really came out with his own style and he influenced us. I'm in marching band. His style is like marching band-esque, so it just kind of went and I gravitated toward it.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's so exciting. I love that. I don't know how coordinated I am to learn any of this stuff, but I really would love to take a little beginner lesson for drumming and guitar, so let me know if you want to hook me up.
No, I think I'm a great teacher.
Oh, a great teacher. I love that. Okay, it's noted. I'm remember you said that now. All right. Okay, actually, I'm so curious to know too. Speaking of, because I know you play several different instruments, what are all the instruments you play? And like, was it hard to go from one to another? Like, is it a whole different ball game, like playing the drums versus playing the guitar? Or is it like, if you know how to understand and read music, does it all kind of come naturally? Because I feel like I have 2 cousins who one plays the drums, but he also does the guitar, and have one who plays the guitar, but he also can play the drums and like 2 other instruments. So I'm like, I feel like, is that natural for y'all to be able to do a lot of them, or what?
Yeah, music is literally a language.
Yeah.
Like how English is a language, if you move over here from somewhere else, you have to really learn it and dive into it. Then you got the different dialects. You know what I'm saying? So I can come over here and learn how to speak like a white American from suburbs, and then I can go really get some real culture and be like, go to the black Americans. Like, y'all American, but y'all black. Y'all speak totally different. The way that y'all speak proper is totally different.
Yeah.
And then you got Ebonics, whole other thing. So it's just a language. So everything starts with a drum.
Okay.
Everything starts with a drum. Let that be known.
Okay, y'all heard it here first.
And it was a language. I mean, the history, like, slavery, they was using the drums to communicate even back then. So it's really a language. You know what I'm saying? But I
love that. I never thought about music like that, but I am a music lover. Like, I love music.
It can be transcribed.
Yeah, this is so good. I never thought about it. Like, I don't feel like it's ever registered to me like that before until you just said it.
Yeah, that's why like, you love music, and I know you like listen to it, but I know when you get around musicians, you can tell that they speak it differently.
Yes,
it's just a language, and if you study it, you can speak it too. But it's just. So I started with the drums. I started trying to play the ear. I've always been around just good musicians in church, so I've always had an ear and heard very well singers. I just imitated them when I was at home.
It come naturally for you.
And I just kind of built the gift. So I tried to really start playing the keys in like 10th grade. I just started on YouTube. I already had a basic knowledge of the theory, like with doing scales and stuff like that, but I couldn't play. I didn't know how to hold my finger. I just didn't know, self-taught. So once I started with that, I just kind of practiced and drilled what I got from there, and then it was my friends.
Okay.
It's a dude named AK. I went to school with. That's my boy. That was the first guy that helped me really understand music.
I love that. Hey, shout out to AK.
Hey, get where he from?
Atlanta.
Nah, he from Bad
Virginia.
He from Bad News.
Bad News. Come on, Newport News. Okay, that's what's up. Shout out to Virginia. I'm gonna check you out.
Nah, shout out my boy AK Cavalli, man. That love for sure. That the first guy who really taught me. He made it just make sense.
Yeah.
And it was funny because at the time when I met him, he said he was about to quit music. He was like, bro, you really the only reason I kept playing. I'm like, well, I'm glad we.
Yes, it was meant to be.
No, for sure. It was a thing. That's my boy right now. And then the young guys that I'm around now. So when I got back home, some of the young guys that went to my high school and knew me, they hit me up and was like, hey, we're trying to work. And I wasn't the lame older dude. Hey, you know, I'm like, nah, they cold. So I'm like, yeah, come work with us. And they taught me though, like the drums is what I do. I'm locked in, I steady. But when it came to keys and all that, they really got that. They really taught me a lot. So Claudius Craig, the second, y'all probably know him in C Squared. Y'all see me play with him a lot. And then it's another guy named Justin Glover.
Okay.
Justin Glover is a young guy, but if you know Justin is like,
you know.
He's a silent killer. He plays everything.
That's amazing.
And he's good at everything.
Yeah.
But to answer the question, I don't play everything. Yeah. But I can gig on drums. I can gig on bass, but I'm gonna be very simple. Yeah. Guitar, I just know the theory, so it was easy to translate it, but I still wouldn't say that I play guitar. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I can create something for myself. And y'all might like it. Yeah. But I don't play guitar. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Okay. That's what's up. Well, thank you for sharing. Look, this is how you know you're a real musician too. I never heard like anybody else except a musician really call the piano keys or like playing on a keyboard. I'm like, I heard keyboard, but I only hear y'all say keys for real. I'm like, you don't hear regular people say that.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds cooler though, right?
Yeah, it do. I'm not gonna lie. It do. That's what's up. Okay, so we're gonna get into our first segment. It's called Behind the Blinds. So now we're gonna dig just a little bit deeper. So first I wanna know, nothing crazy yet. Is being a musician, playing in a band, etc., is that in game for you, or do you feel like this is just for now?
When you say in game, meaning like, would that be the only thing that I'm trying to do? No. Okay. I have other skills. And they're really closely related. I'm in entertainment for real. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I have a big personality people don't know about. Yeah.
I think they know. I think they know.
For me, more so, you gotta know to know. So it's like more so in person. So if you've been in the city, you in the creative community that I'm in, you met me, then you might know. Okay. But if you only know me from like a social media presence, I don't have an extroverted social media presence where I'm showing y'all my personality. I talk a little bit on my story, but that's it. I barely do that anymore. I'm just posting when I'm playing. Okay. So I'm always being told to like start podcasts. It's been years, so I have other things I can dive into a lot. I can really
see you being an actor. I can definitely see you being a great actor.
I want to try it. I just want to try. I don't know if I ain't trained or nothing. Me too. But I want to try.
That's on my bucket list. I want to be on at least one TV show, one movie, a commercial, and something else. So I just did a game show recently. So that's off of my to-do list, which I had so much fun. It was such a blast. And I was in somebody's YouTube film. They were living in my apartment, and I was at the pool one day, and they literally was like, hey, we need some extras for our movie. Would you mind being in it? I was like, hell yeah, put me in there. So that was so fun. But I really want to be in like an official like on networks TV show and a movie. Hopefully before I leave Atlanta at some point. So, you know. I hope that happens for us. I believe it will.
No, for sure. And the thing is, I think how I see stuff, sometimes you see people, they might be good at one thing and it's the thing they love, right? Yep. But for some odd reason, they always blow up doing the random thing that they are just randomly good at. They don't really care about it. They don't really try. They just have it naturally, and then they blow up off of that. Yeah. And then in turn, this comes up with it, but it's always the random thing. So I'm like, I play drums and I love it, and I want to be known as a great musical director out here. I want to have a solid name in the industry to keep getting called. but it's like that's such a grind, and when you one dimensional in today's time, it's tough because people get bored. They everything is so fast. So if it's something else that boosts me up, there, we can do it.
I know that's right. Period. I love that, and exactly, it's just like you have to make it work for you. Whatever the things are, whether that's having 3 jobs or having one, you just got to do what works for you.
So I was a former educator.
Okay.
Yeah. So teaching is really like one of the natural skills that like I know. I can do. So whether I'm going back to education or I'm starting my own thing where I'm just giving lessons and like starting my own business with that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up teaching at some point.
Okay, y'all better check him out while it's early. This is the time. This is the time. I love that. That's what's up. Okay, so I'm curious to know, what are some of the pros and cons for you of being a drummer? Because you know what? Something I was thinking about the other day that made me think of this question. For example, my cousin who plays the keyboard, he deal with carpal tunnel all the time, and it made me think, damn, what would the drummers be going through?
Carpal tunnel. Is that? I know what it is, but I don't know.
It's not arthritis, but it's basically like you have a lot of tension in your hands after a certain period of time, like after a set or something. Like every now and then, he'll have to put on like a wristband for his hands because of all the keyboard playing.
Understood. Okay, so pros and cons. So I'm actually low-key feeling like I was on the verge of a foot injury. Because every time I curl my toe, I feel like some tendons pull. So I think I just need to ice it and just get right. But that's far and few. I try to keep my hands massaged. That's a need.
What you mean by that? No, I'm playing. But what do you mean by that, really? Like, do you go to a professional?
I've had a friend give me a massage.
Oh, okay.
They understood like what I do.
No, I'm saying.
Don't do that. No, I'm saying like they understood like you always using your hands. Like,
it's just like a real hand massage.
Yeah, it was like you really need to do it. They was like they were serious. They were serious. They was like you should get your hands insured and everything, right?
Yes.
So I'm like, but I didn't notice how much tension was in it until I started getting the massage. Yeah. And then I was like, I started asking like, can you do this? So like my wrists and my hands, but I also said after that I was like, I told him, I'm like, nah, I think I'm about to go to the parlor and start making this a regular thing just for my hands and my wrists. So
you should do your feet too, honestly.
That's for leisure. We're gonna do that anyway.
You're right.
We're gonna do that anyway. But pros and cons. So I say a pro is, ain't gonna lie, drummers, if you have an attractive aura about yourself, I guess, drummers do just have some things that come with the territory.
Interesting. What's an example?
Women.
Okay, definitely knew that.
The eyes, and I don't always mean like the women want you per se, but from the outside looking in, it can look like that, but it's really, women are attracted to passion. Yeah. Women, and this is per my experience, what I've been told, why they look at me or are mesmerized or just so into what's going on while we're on stage or something. It's like, you just look very passionate when you play. I'm like, okay, that's what y'all are into. And it makes sense. Yeah. It makes a lot of sense. And then sometimes, some women, they think differently. It looks like status. I'm on the stage. Yeah. All eyes are on me. You know what I'm saying? Whoever else is on the stage. Yeah. So that's like, but that's more of a shallow perspective that I've heard too. But then also, some women understand, or some people understand, because it's past the women at that point. Some people understand like what I'm doing up there. Like I'm controlling the vibe. Yeah. For real. Right. You know what you're leading a show. Like literally. Because it's like this. The keys can set you a vibe, right? But whatever I do on top of the keys, that's going to dictate what genre it is or how you move to it. So the keys is, for example, I'm such a musician, right? So for example, we just going like, let's say the keys is doing that. Yeah. I can trap it out. Yep. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Right? That's trap. Or I can take you to Africa. We can go. Oh. You see what I'm saying? You're right. So I see. Yeah, but people who understand that, people who understand that, they come to me, and that's why they like watching, because they like, it's crazy how you can shift the energy in the room or something like that. So it's that good. Was so good. That was so good. It's good and bad. It's good and bad though. So it comes with the territory, because sometimes it's the status. Like people like when you are good at things, and like
Exactly.
that's just sometimes the world works like that, and they
Yeah.
just want to give you a little bit for that.
Right.
The cons I would say is people thinking that drummers are just drummers.
Yeah.
Like that's probably my biggest con. Like when I run into somebody that think that I can't help out musically in any other way than just playing the drums. It's like, nah, I'm the foundation. It starts here.
Yeah.
While everything else is going on around me, I hear everything. Sometimes I can have fun. They'll let me be creative as I want to be, and sometimes I got a job to just play the song, make sure the people moving.
Yeah.
So while that's going on, I hear everything around me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I see everything. So
Wow.
it's, you know, we're
It's
a
very
little bit
rare.
more valuable
Exactly.
than what some people try to make us to be.
I love that, and I'm glad you spoke on that because I do feel like that is very common. And that's even like when I was making your questions, I would say because I have a very musical family, I am familiar with how musicians operate and stuff. And so even when I was writing my questions, I wasn't always just writing drummer. Like I made sure to say musician as well because I know that you guys are so like layered and multi-talented. So I appreciate that you spoke on that. And yes, y'all better listen up, okay? Because he's dropping some gems, okay? Y'all need to tap in.
It's just how I feel.
Yes, I love it. Okay, so last question of this segment.
Uh-oh.
What does it mean to you to be a drummer?
Wow. I ain't gonna lie. Band is life. So, like marching band, you ever been in a marching band?
I love a good band.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. If you ever been in a marching band, it will teach you everything about life, period. Literally. Being in a marching band will teach you everything. But being a drummer is, you're for sure a leader.
Yeah.
And let's think of the history of drums. Back in certain times, I'm not gonna quote the times because I'm not gonna act like I remember. But there were certain times when they would go to war, the drums would be leading out. That's how you would know we're going to war. Yeah. So the army and band stands for military. So those are military people playing the drums, but they front lining to go to war. They're literally marching us into war. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just like the history of it and the DNA of what drums are. If you get that, if you indulge yourself in that, and really like immerse yourself, you become what it is. You're a leader. You're a frontliner. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're kind of a general in a sense, like.
And you give real like leadership vibes, honestly.
Yeah, we
so
go
I
for
can see
it.
that.
And every drummer is not the same.
Right.
I can be extroverted, so normally people see leaders and be like, oh yeah, he's stern, he's doing his thing. Like, yeah, that's just my personality though. Yeah. I can be a little bit outgoing, but like my little brother would say, he's silent but a killer on drums. But because he's silent, he can hear everything, so he can be just as valuable when it comes to like leading. Yeah, he might just be the one to lead by example.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
for morale.
Those folks who be real quiet be really great at observing. Yeah, and they be getting all the information that needs to be got.
Oh, for sure. So if I can say anything, I would just say leader because it's everything that encompasses being a leader. So the good and the bad though. Yeah. So like having to lead by example when you don't want to. Or having to bite the bullet sometimes. As a drummer, we bite the bullet a lot. Yeah. People blame the drummer for stuff all the time. And it ain't got nothing to do with us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's... I
know how that can be. Yeah. Sounds like being an older sister. Anyway. Our next segment is called For Lovers. So, I'm from Virginia. Our state slogan is Virginia is for lovers. So I like to do this I like to learn a little bit more about the things y'all love and your favorite things. So first question for this segment is, what do you love to do outside of music? You like karate?
Outside of music?
Like to yap?
Why is karate
I don't know.
Why is
people be liking stuff. It's all different types of stuff.
No, you for sure. So I'm like, I'm simple. I'm very simple. So I like what I like. Basketball. Okay. I like the hoop. I like to get up. I like doing activities. So like, you been to Activate?
I love Activate.
Right.
Let's go.
Sandbox. She told me to go to Activate. Sandbox, stuff like that. Virtual reality.
I actually haven't done that one yet. That's on my to-do list. I heard it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I gotta go with the right people when I do that one because I'm clumsy.
Oh,
I'm scared. I'm honestly a little bit scared for that.
No, Sandbox is a time for sure. Like just activity, like stuff like beat the bomb, all that type of stuff. I like activities.
Beat the bombs.
Outside of that, water. I like the water. I got like a love-hate relationship with the water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like water sports. As long as I got a life jacket, like one of the real pro life jackets, I pretty much do anything. Like I was on a jet ski, and I flew off the jet ski middle of the ocean. You know how you ride jet ski and they give you a perimeter to ride in? Yeah, we went past the perimeter. And we could tell why they said don't go out there. But we was out there anyway. Yeah. But that's the type of, like, I go for a little thrill sometimes.
Okay, that's what's up.
Other than that, when I'm on some chill stuff, I just like community. I like family, and I do like to talk. I do like to living so fast sometimes, or just on the go. It's a lot of times that I miss with my family.
Yes.
So getting older is just starting to show like that's the only thing that's actually going to be like intangible yet tangible.
Yes, like that's what really matters.
Right.
A good foundation with your people.
And even relationship building outside of the memories, like the stuff you do in those memories, that's the stuff that's building the relationship.
Exactly.
So sometimes when I'm just having time away from them, I'm like, dang, I know these my folks, but we done stopped building a little bit.
Yeah.
Like it's time to, you know what I'm saying?
Right, got to get back to watering those relationships because community is everything.
It's everything.
Especially, it's like, it don't matter. We could win hella awards. You could win drummer of the fucking country. I could win host of the country. Who knows? But it don't matter if you don't really have nobody to share that with, to share the highs and lows with. So make sure y'all being intentional about your community as well, because your family and friends matter so much. Like being away from all my family, like moving out here was such an adjustment. I am so grateful for the friends that I've made. Now, I've had to weed out a couple of bad apples. But I'm so grateful for like my chosen family, my community, because it makes such a difference. Because life is hard also.
No, for sure.
So you need your people to be able to like really be vulnerable with and like talk to when you got stuff going on. So
no, for sure.
Love that. Okay, second question for lovers. What is an opportunity that you loved that you also grew from or learned something from regarding your craft, regarding your art?
I would say it's a lot I could bring up. So what I would say is, for one, every opportunity is something to learn from. But I get specific. So when I got back home in 2020 and I started like just going for music full time, I was a part of a collective. The first collective I was a part of, it was started from the ground up, pretty much like built with them. So like everything that we did to get, like help me get my start, all the work that we did, all the gigs we did, all of the ideas we tried, that's what helped set me up for like going over to Poetry on Peter actually. So when Poetry on Peter started, I was already moving in the city and kind of doing stuff like what we was doing, and we was just doing it with the other collective I was with. So when I started that, I was able to already carry over some knowledge. So by the time Pop got to doing what he did, it was like, okay, we working. But also Pop in his own journey taught us some stuff, because there was certain things we was working with that was bigger than what I was doing before. So I don't know, like timeliness, you know, the normal stuff, man. Just be on time and be punctual. Bite your tongue sometimes.
That part.
You know what I mean? Watch who you with,
That's
man.
the part.
Watch who you with, because outside of like everything we doing, everything is spiritual. That's but I'll say that for another one.
That is a perfect segue into our next question, actually.
What's the question?
So I want to know, do you have a routine or a ritual that you like to do before a set or before a performance to like lock in or like get your head right?
I ain't gonna lie, no.
Okay, and that's fine too.
I just be playing. I ain't gonna lie. I just be having fun.
I mean, when you that boy, when you that man.
Nah, it ain't like that. It ain't like that. It's from a standpoint of like practicing so much to where certain things are second nature. It's but that's what I work for though. Exactly. I worked to be able to do it so easily to where I can have fun with it. I wanted to master. I want to be able to. My goal with any instrument that I want to play is to be able to play what's in my head. When it comes. On drums, I can do that. For the most part, unless I'm thinking of something real hard that I need to practice. I can do that. Like, so when y'all see me playing, we got certain stuff in the song, but some of that stuff is coming right out. It's how I feel. Like, it's expression. You know what I'm saying?
Gosh, I can't wait to learn the guitar.
So that, other than that, I don't really have like a set ritual or nothing. I would like to be, some type of resting. If I'm having a long day, before I play, I would like to just sit down. Just give me time to sit down first. Other than that, warming the hands up, stand ready. I should do more of a warm up routine before I play, but I just be been playing so long, the hands
Yeah.
is kind of hot from marching band to church.
Yeah, it just come natural.
Yeah. It's,
Okay, well maybe you'll start a new warm up, and you'll be able to give the warm up some credit. You see me in there.
Hey, please zoom in.
Somebody come
Please
get me.
zoom.
Don't leave me.
That is goofy.
No, okay. So last segment, last but not least,
All
risky business. So we're gonna get into a little bit more fun questions here. Nothing too crazy though. Nothing too crazy. Look, this guy. I can't. Okay. What is the worst or most embarrassing thing that has happened to you at a performance?
Okay, at a performance. I don't know.
You know, the brain does that when we have trauma.
I don't know.
We block out the memory.
No, I'm gonna be real. I don't
Your day hasn't come yet.
I don't get embarrassed like that.
Yeah, me either.
And I'm not trying to sound the type of way. So growing up, I've had embarrassing moments, but like those moments kind of shaped me to not be embarrassed. Because even in those,
your symbol ain't never fell off.
In those, but that's not embarrassing to me.
Yeah,
like that's just a part. Certain stuff is a part of the game.
Yeah.
So I'm not embarrassed. When I was younger, I might have had an embarrassing moment, and even back then, I was taught to deal with it a certain way. I was just taught to like. Confidence was like one subject that was like instilled in me like hard. My dad like wasn't playing it, like, you know what I'm saying? When at the time when he was there, you know what I'm saying? He was just real big on confidence. He was like, you don't need friends, like, you know what I'm saying? It was big on that. So when it came to embarrassing stuff that was happening, I understood that okay, certain stuff is out of my control. I'm going through puberty. And I just what it was. So I just had to stand tall through it. Now was it hard? Yeah, but I did it. So by the time I grew up, it's just like. I feel like you're embarrassed when you feel like you have something to be embarrassed about.
Yeah, that part.
So, other than that, I mean, I almost failed or something, but I definitely got up and was trying to move something and almost tripped. Like, But I wouldn't have been embarrassed. Though. I would have been like, oh.
I can relate to that. Yeah. Well, you know, as we're getting to know each other a little better, you can see that I'm very much just goofy as hell. So it's like I don't take a lot of things serious ever. So it's so hard for me to like get embarrassed by something.
It's the down. I'm big on being like down to earth. I think people be saying certain stuff and don't really know what it means. It's like, look, bro. People will say they down to earth, but then meet somebody and still be looking at them funny about normal things that happen.
Yes, exactly. Okay, what is something you wish people understood about you more? Yeah, we're getting real.
I ain't gonna lie. Now, if that would have been like your first question and it would have went from there, that you would have been digging in.
And that's why it's at the end. And that's why it's at the end.
No, it's good because like I said, I don't really do this. I ain't trying to. I think it's gonna be good to look back on this. So when I do another interview when I'm somewhere, I'll be like, I gave
You're doing amazing.
It's funny that you asked that though. At this time in my life right now, because of stuff going on. Okay. And I'm just trying to figure out because I am who I am. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean I'm not willing to change things that are bad. Yeah. Where it can be affecting the people around you in a negative way. But at the same time, you know you, and God knows you. So God will let you know when you're being you and when, all right, check this. Yeah. I think a thing about me that I've accepted is just me because I've seen it work in the good and in the bad. And it's purpose for it. I'm just straightforward. I'm the friend that's always getting told to work on his tone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm also the friend that believes, like, pay attention to the message. Yeah. You hell bent on tone, which is why we having the combo we having right now. Because you're missing the message. You know what I'm saying? Every time I bring it up, you bring up my tone, but it's like, but at the same time, on the other hand, you know, the word teaches us to be gentle a little bit. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm learning to be more gentle, but there's a place for like stern people in this world, and I'm just a part of those people. Okay, I'm a part of the people. I'm not for everybody. Yeah, because even I'm gonna speak the truth when it hurt, when it don't, and even for me, we can talk truth, whether we arguing about it or not. Like you don't have to like be scared to bring truth to me. At the end of the day, that's what we got to operate off of. I'd rather spend time arguing about truth because we're actually dealing with the root of a problem versus dancing around it And all the time we done spent, we ain't get nowhere. Where at least we was hitting what needed to be hit with that time.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
no, that makes a lot of sense.
yeah, don't be real. You know, there are times where I could have definitely watched my tone. I could have definitely like done it better, but it's never intentional.
Yeah.
I'm just I'm a very passionate person. Mm-hmm. So we could be like what I'm talking about right now. Some people will literally hear me talking the way I'm talking or get serious and be like, oh man, he just you mean like I don't know where. I think people go through different stuff in life, so they see stuff differently. But they throw words on you, mean, or you just loud, or you just. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm passionate about what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They say, why you getting so angry? Why you sensitive about it? I'm like, I'm just passionate, bro.
Yeah.
And it's not directed towards you. And if I got enough cool to explain that to you, then I need you to be on the other side, meet me in the middle, and be like, okay,
exactly.
Let me hear what you're saying, not how you're saying it.
I agree.
Let me say this. I'm sorry, because I really feel like it's got to be heard. It is not right to police people's expression.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? If we gonna say emotions are a thing, right?
Yeah.
When you express out of your emotion, why would I police that?
Yeah.
If we decided let's have a talk, right? I'm not saying I'm for badgering and yelling at each other and all that, because I mean that was me. I was that guy. I'm gonna be real, because if I feel like I'm being played with, I yell.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't got no ill will. It's just that's the reaction you get when I get
right.
mad.
Because it's like, don't play with me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my voice raises, but over time I've learned to chill out doing that. But I'm still stern when I'm arguing or when I'm debating and getting a point. So I stopped the yelling. I cooled out on that, but I'm very on it though.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say I can relate a lot to this because I'm a very honest person and straightforward person too. So sometimes I do have to work on my tone and delivery, but I've worked on it for so long that I feel like I really got to a great place because I'm so intentional about what that looks like. And I was gonna say, and sometimes it's just really a thin line between like tone and delivery and not caring about how you made a person feel when you said something. Because I think there's a difference with that too. I think sometimes when people receive things, the tone and delivery might not have been great, but they're like, okay, but I understood where he was coming from. I understood like the big idea. But sometimes people are so distracted by what you said because of how you said it. It's like, what was the point? So I see both sides of it for sure.
And it's tough because you should care about how what you do makes people feel,
especially your loved ones.
You know,
and I feel like, you know, that's what made me start changing my tone and delivery, is because my loved ones were saying, well, I hear you and I get that you said what you said, but it was the tone and delivery for me. So it's like, okay, at the end of the day, yes, I want to get my point across, but I also don't want to hurt the people that I love. I care about how I'm making the people I love feel, you know? So
and that's where I say my group of people is. Wherever I am, I'm like in this gray area with it. Because I definitely have worked on that, and it's like I need to be checking that. I need to be way more aware of that. But there always comes a point where you cannot care about people's feelings. And this is what I've learned from leadership. So in college, I was a drum major. In high school, I was a drum major. So a lot of leadership training I got from those experiences.
Okay.
College was the best because that was the first time I had to lead other adults.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a whole different ballgame.
It's a different ballgame, right? But it can be easy if you just on your stuff, right? But the thing is, you get to a point where you sometimes you can't care about how they're going to feel. If that's what's keeping them from getting the truth. I've accepted that that's where I'm at. I'm not for everybody. So it could be a little lonely at times because I know that's just what I do. We're gonna say the truth. But I'm also gonna fix that along the way, like trying to be way more aware, like of how you feeling. And,
I love that. Good for you.
I didn't give you a little bit, right? I didn't grow up with like a lot of compassion. My mama was one of them moms where, well, for one, she was single mom. So you already know what that puts her in, but she was about results. So out of everything she would get on me about, it's just about the result. You know what I'm saying? She didn't care about the price. It was like, look, you're not producing enough right now. I want you to bring home A's and B's. Now I want you to bring home straight A's. You're not producing. Come on, switch something up. So until you switch it up, I'm on you.
Literally.
And it's just about that. And
my mom was the same
once
way.
I get it, she good. So in my eyes, I'm like, shoot, we just gotta handle business and we'll be good.
Yeah.
So I started to treat other people like that. But sometimes sometimes it don't work like that.
Yeah, sometimes we gotta unlearn some of the things we were taught in our household. Because again, relatable content. My mom was the same way. Very get it done. That's it. It doesn't matter what excuse you have. It doesn't matter what happened to not get you there. Get it done, and that's all that matters. So I definitely can relate on that.
And then she leave you there to figure it out.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, yeah, there go.
My mom was the type of mama. As soon as I asked her what a word is, oh, you asked me what a word is? Great. Go get that dictionary. Come over here and read me what that word means. Since you want to ask.
Right.
Since you want to ask.
And that's 90 baby tip. But, you know, we caught into that like, you want to get your smartphone?
Right. No, exactly. Niggas don't have dictionaries no more.
Right.
But, you know, that's
the
how
we was really using books.
No, we was really in the books, y'all. Encyclopedias as well. Like, good times. Okay, last but not least, this has been so great.
No, this was fun.
I don't want it to end. Okay, what is something that's bringing you a lot of joy and happiness right now in your life?
Ooh, gratitude, the only thing I can say. Yeah. I hate to be that guy. I ain't trying to be that guy and not give y'all something specific, but I don't really think it's something specific. I think with the way life is going and the little blows you take here and there, it's just the gratitude. Like, I'm enjoying the grind. It gets hard at times, but I'm grateful for where I am because I'm not where I was. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And these statements are so simple, but they are so like potent. Yes. Like, I think people don't realize how potent them simple statements are until they by themselves. You really think like black church. If you grew up in a black church, they always say, when I look back over my life and stuff like that, no, you don't right. But it sounds so when you're in church, they be like, y'all just think about what God doing. Sometimes it's hard for some people to really get in the presence because they really not thinking about it. Like, bro, you need to.
But when
you need to humble yourself and really think about how trash you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is my belief because I believe in Jesus and all that. And under Him, it's like none of us are good people. Yeah. It don't matter. Like our best day being good is filthy to Him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like none of us are good. So if you can accept that about yourself, then you'll have the right mindset. Like, okay, I need Him. Yeah. And I need the grace that I've been getting, and I need the mercy that I've been getting because I'm literally trash. Yeah. When you left me to my own decisions, and I made my own.
Nothing without you.
I made them. Yeah, I had a stint where I was making good decisions. Yeah. I was locked in. You know, we like to lock in.
Make one or two good decisions.
Yeah, but then you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like. That stuff is serious to me because I'm like, bro, I done been in some stuff where it's like,
absolutely. And one thing about God, He will remind you quickly that you need Him quickly. He said, you try to get cute with Him real quick, He gonna show you exactly what's going on every time. I'm
just trying to be grateful for everything. Like, I just thought about a lot when you asked that, like where I'm at. My mom, I thought about my mom. I've been thinking about my mom lately. I've been seeing her. Lately, every time I see her, I'll be like, dang, my mama get older. You seen The Temptations? Yeah. So you remember how Otis' mom was getting older and stuff like that? So she doesn't favor my mom in her face, but like how she's a slim lady and stuff like my mom looked like that. So every time I watched that movie when I was younger, I always thought about my mom. And I'm like, it always made me tear up, but now I see it.
Now it's happening in real time. Or siblings too. Do you have siblings? Yeah. Watching them grow up is such a like bittersweet experience. I'm just like, a throwback picture of me and my little sister came up on Facebook the other day, and I literally was almost crying. And it takes a lot for me to cry. So for me saying that means a lot. I'm like, when I saw this picture of this little child sitting on my lap, and now looking at her, she's 18, a freshman in college, I said, oh my God. Yeah. This feels like yesterday.
The memory. Remember what we was talking about? The memory. It's intangible, but it's tangible. Exactly. You can't go back to it. That's why I feel like that. And then make you put in perspective, okay, what can I do now? Yeah. So I don't feel like I'm regretting that. And I be thinking about that about my mama lately. Cause that's my lady, that's my baby right now. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
I just want her to feel like, I want her to know that she's loved and stuff like that.
Yeah, you know? I love that. Yes, and we just need to speak on and take moments to be present to have more gratitude. And that's why I ask my friends this question often. I'm like, what's making you happy today? How's your heart today? What's bringing you joy? Because we don't talk about it enough. We complain plenty. We complain every day. It's not one day. I've talked to a friend who didn't have at least one complaint.
Yeah.
So I make sure to ask, you know what, let's take a moment of gratitude. What are we grateful for today?
It's literally a choice.
It's the little things.
It's literally a choice.
Absolutely.
And it's hard in real time to think about it like that.
Yeah.
But after you're mad, you be like, I just spent 30 minutes being mad. And now I'm over it as if it really don't even matter. Should I have been that mad? I could have chosen something else. Is it always that easy in the moment? No, but the choice is still there to make though.
Yeah, exactly.
So I try to take that approach sometimes with stuff. Like, cause I can be, I ain't gonna lie now, some people don't like this about me. They say, I'm like, bro, you be real nonchalant. I'm like, it's not that I'm nonchalant, cause not that I don't care.
Yeah.
I think nonchalant is more so it's just a facade. I'm stoic. It comes off like my demeanor. It just seems like I don't. It's like, nah, I just have a very straight disposition. Like, it's just very straight. You know what I'm saying?
Chill. Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, that's what's up. Well, wow, this was so great. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for doing this with me.
My first little interview, man.
Yeah, shout out to his first interview.
Shout out to Rowe. Shout out to I ain't no celebrity. She done put a little spotlight on the background people, so man, shout out to that.
No, you do such great work. We had to have you on the show. We, being me and myself and I, because I'm my only team. But no, I appreciate you so much. So at the end of every episode, I let the guests ask me one question since I've been asking all the questions. So the only thing off limits is, why did you start the show? Because I've said it several times in other episodes. So I just want you to ask me a question, just not that.
Okay. What is your end game?
Ooh, that's a good one. Listen, I have so many ideas. It's crazy. I'm at the point too now where I'm like, I don't know what's next, but I know that God is making something for me. Like He's creating a space and a job for me, and I just don't know what that is yet. I know that I want to move forward with like doing more creative work and become a creative director in some areas and some of the stuff that I'm doing. I just don't know exactly what that looks like. So that's part of it, but also I make Black games, as you guys know, and I would love, we're gonna talk more about this. We're gonna Okay, so back to the question. So half of it is like, I want to do more creative work. I want to host. I want to do things like that because I have a very creative mind and I just want to be able to use that. On the other side of things, I'm taking a little hiatus from the games, but I do still make Black games and I love that. But ultimately, I'm starting a game tour like around the country. So that is something that I'm working on and doing. And if that could be in game, if I could retire creating Black events and community for Black game nights around the country, like I would be very happy with that. So that is in game for me. Yes.
I'm not the host, so I'm not gonna stretch the question, but of course I got a question.
You know what? This is what they do. Y'all get up here, y'all being the guests, y'all get up here and I say one question and then niggas want to, can I get 2? Can I get 3? No, because I'm the host, exactly.
It's cool.
So thank you.
I'm gonna make a show just to get my questions.
Yes, thank you so much for being here today, though. I really appreciate it. We had a great time. And I would like to say congratulations on becoming 1 degree hotter. This is for you.
I just play.
May it be a reminder that your spark will never fade. All right. And so I'm going to have you sign the warm-up guest book as my guest. Thank you so much.
This is a paid actor.
Yes. So see y'all on the next episode.